Today, when the entire world was reeling under the fear of the virus, people were lamenting over the business slowdown. Industries ruling traditional markets are on the verge to extinguish, and those who are looking for space in the internet market ground are struggling to survive under the big tech rulers. But there's one industry that threw away this dullness and sparkled with a lot of entertainment and revenues. This industry has smashed even pandemic challenges. The boom in the internet and growth in technology worldwide has changed the hindsight of the gaming industry.
Get ready for the next battle.
The typical gamer in Asia looks a lot different than just 5 years ago. As widespread internet and affordable smartphones connect millions of people to the world of gaming, the number of genres has exploded, storylines have become more inclusive, and an even wider, more diverse audience is getting in on the action. Asia's booming gaming market presents a huge opportunity for marketers and developers to connect with millions of passionate, engaged users. But there's one audience in particular that has taken the gaming universe by storm, a space that had largely been dominated by male gamers for decades. Today, female gamers are giving tough competition to men when it comes to gaming space infiltration. Our ladies are triumphing all the bastions of male domination and have proved to the world that the gaming industry is not merely a man's world anymore. They won't get to make any noise alone further because the women are in. Women today account for 46% of all game enthusiasts. There are more than 1 billion female game enthusiasts in the world. While some outsiders may still be surprised by the popularity of gaming among girls and women, many others have embraced it. Over the past decade, gaming has evolved into all-round entertainment that includes viewing, playing, as well as enjoying the latest innovations in hardware. This has given way too more diversity in how individuals, male and female, enjoy games.
Perfect!
Asia has long been a global leader in the gaming industry. By the end of 2019, the region accounted for nearly half, that is 48% of the world's total gaming revenue. To put this into perspective, 3 years ago, there were 346 million female gamers in Asia, that is less than 1/3 of the total gaming population. By the end of 2019, females accounted for 38% of all gamers across platforms at 500 million strong, and the numbers are continuing to rise. In fact, the number of female gamers in Asia is growing at a faster pace than male gamers. Asia's user base of female gamers grew 18.8% in 2019 and is forecasted to grow by 14.8% in 2020, significantly outpacing the single-digit growth of total gamers projected to be 7.8% in 2020. YouTube data supplements this fact that both men and women are spending more time per video with gaming than any other content area. Women, however, are spending slightly more time watching each gaming video than men are. And to further shatter social stereotypes, millennial females actively comment on, like, and share more gaming content than they discuss cooking or recipe content. The craze of gaming among females is fast taking hold of all key Asian markets. By the end of last year, China had 45% of its gaming community as females. Indonesia, another Southeast Asian market, shares a similar trend as 49% of its gaming heads are from the fairer sex. As we talk of an ever-expanding gamer base across Asia, can India be far behind? Female smartphone users in India also hold huge potential to spark growth in Asia's gaming market. Presenting a huge potential market right now, the country has the lowest overall percentage of female gamers in Asia at 18%. On the other hand, between 2017 and 2019, the number of Indian females who opened up to accessing the internet from their smartphones more than doubled from 19% to 42%. This means developers can surely have their hands full of opportunities in the near future to connect with an entirely new audience of female gamers. A rapidly evolving customer exchange phenomena between countries spills demand over borders in a matter of no time. Soon, tech-savvy Indian females will demand access to the latest and the snazziest gaming content. Developers should have their product baskets ready. And this is proven that a casual poker game in India, Poker Dangal, saw its female user base swell 500% in 2019, of which over 80% were below the 25-year age bracket. This is perfectly in line with the fact that 95% of Indian females who own smartphones use them to play mobile games, compared to just 86% of male users. Also, 78% of females played games for up to 2 hours on their smartphones. It's clear that more and more Indian females, especially younger generations, are poised to become avid gamers of the near future. Gender disparity just got tossed out of the window in yet another field. Of the total 500 million gamers in Asia last year, the largest share of 473 million gamers preferred playing on the go on their mobiles, while 201 million battle it out on desktops. 8.5 million gamers opted for dedicated gaming consoles, and many choose to play on multiple platforms to get a vibe across options. And they are steady aficionados. A survey conducted last year found that 60% of female gamers spend up to 7 hours per week playing, while more than half of all male gamers play more than 8 hours a week, getting closer as we speak. Also, most female gamers prefer spending more time on their handheld devices. This eventually translates to higher spending on mobile gaming, which is projected to account for 56% of Asia's total gaming revenue by the end of this year. 39% of this number will be generated from female gamers, that is up from 35% the previous year. If we analyze the total gaming spend in each country in 2019, female gamers across China spent $6.6 billion on mobile games and $4.4 billion on desktops. And in Southeast Asia, they spent $1 billion on mobile games and $660 million on old-school PCs. Among the vast range of mobile titles and genres, female gamers have had a tendency to opt for multiplayer online battle arena, puzzle, and shooter games. Also, according to a study, the user base for match 3 category games, such as tile matching and stacking games like Candy Crush Saga and Jewel Quest and Family Sim games, is predominantly female. Role-playing games and simulation titles with strategic gameplay are also hugely popular among female gamers. For example, in 2018, Chinese developer Shishanju's CEO Guo Weiwei reported that female gamers constituted nearly 50% of GX3's user base, despite females traditionally only accounting for 20% of massively multiplayer online role-playing games in Asia. Asia's female gamers are also flocking to RPGs with anime elements. One of the most well-known examples is Onmyoji from NetEase, a hugely popular game based on Japanese mythology with visually appealing anime art, turn-based elements, and item collection features. The game's publisher, Kakao, stated that in Korea, nearly 50% of the game's player base is female. Along with their favorite genres, female gamers also gravitate toward games where they can customize or play as female characters, giving them a sense of being one with the virtual magic on screen. China's Pape Games, which constitute the primarily female development team behind famous titles such as Miracle Nikki and Love and Producer, have a first mover advantage on this trend. Not only are 70% of Pape Games developers female, but so are 94% of Love and Producer users. The massive popularity of Miracle Nikki among female gamers eventually got the team a TV show contract. Talk about grabbing eyeballs. While there has been a tendency to harp on gender stereotypes, it's worth mentioning about popular titles such as Dragon Raja and Identity V, which have attracted a wide audience of both male and female gamers, while avoiding over-sexualized depictions of female characters that are common in many MMORPGs. Until recently, esports have primarily been a desktop activity. The rapid and massive popularity of gaming across platforms has sparked a surge in esports tournaments, fans, live stream events, and sponsored teams. And female gamers are quickly joining the fan base. Female gamers aren't just tuning in to more esports events, but entire teams and leagues of female gamers are making waves on the world stage.
Like a Hellcat.
Esports present an entire new ecosystem of opportunity in Asia's gaming market. Esports titles with female participation are likely to attract more female viewers on live stream videos, more female fans, and as a result, higher sponsorship values for advertisers.
Like a Hellcat.
Social distancing and stay-at-home mandates around the world have driven a rise in at-home gaming among both males and females. In April 2020, a survey was conducted in China, the biggest gaming market in Asia, to observe the impact of COVID-19 on gaming behavior. The survey affirmed that 94.9% of females said they spent more hours gaming during the pandemic compared to before the outbreak. As they spent more time playing at home, an average of 70.3% of female gamers, as per the survey, also reported spending more money on gaming compared to pre-outbreak. As a result of the coronavirus outbreak, offline esporting events were cancelled to protect the health and safety of players and fans alike. And the industry quickly shifted to a 100% online format that's both safer and cheaper to operate. Esports operators in Asia took the opportunity to create a number of tournaments focused on female players to drive additional engagement during the lockdown. For example, Garena Indonesia held its first female-only Call of Duty Mobile Princess Cup that included 36 teams. Singapore's Female Esports League and Vietnam's PUBG Female Championship also held special online matches to bring female gamers together during the pandemic. By now, it's clear that female gamers form a crucial piece of the foundation of Asia as one of the world's fast-growing gaming markets. Needless to say, in the next few years, their influence on gaming trends and impact on total business revenues will be definitive and significant, to say the least. And considering how much more female gamers are playing and spending on games during the COVID-19 pandemic, we could potentially see even higher levels of engagement once the world starts returning to a new normal. What's even more exciting is that female gamers have more influence on global trends, purchase patterns, and buying decisions. It's time that more developers start rethinking their strategies and consider new ways to appeal to a diverse user base. It may involve tweaking art styles and design, adding new characters and customization features, sponsoring esports tournaments, or creating entirely new games to attract a wider audience.